Did you know that Sydney Sweeney just taught you a vital rule in marketing? The rule is, if you are angry, you are not the target audience. Now, before I go on, you should know that by watching this video, you agree to not get offended by anything I say. Cool? Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. So let's go. American Eagle Outfitters recently rolled out a major ad campaign with actress Sydney Sweeney, and a lot of folks are offended by the language used in the ad. You know, this whole double entendre about her having quote-unquote good genes, however you want to interpret that, and the result is a shocking amount of media coverage alleging she's promoting eugenics and white supremacy and so on. Now, I'm not here to defend the ad or to attack it, but I do know this. American Eagle lit a match and the internet threw gasoline on it. I just watched a 30-minute segment of the Piers Morgan show about this ad campaign, and when was the last time a major news show spent 39 minutes talking about some ads for jeans? And judging by activity on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, American Eagle is getting billions of free ad impressions. Now, we have to remember the fashion industry absolutely loves controversy. I mean, do you remember the heroin chic era? Do you remember this ad of models sniffing Tony Montana's yayo? And any number of images that look like outright child abuse. I mean, did you forget that Balenciaga fiasco? Now, you're probably asking a very obvious question. Why do companies do things they know will get negative attention? It's because in some situations, all publicity is good publicity, especially when negative publicity comes from people outside the target audience. You have to understand that the people who hate the Sydney Sweeney ads were never going to buy from American Eagle. All they're doing is amplifying the ads to the teens and 20-somethings who think Sydney Sweeney is cool. Those people are the target audience, because when the outsiders hate something, the insiders receive a signal that says, this is for me. There's a direct parallel in music. Back in the 80s, there was something called the Satanic Paddic, which was this huge conservative backlash against heavy metal music, and it gave bands like Judas Priest and Motley Crue tons of free advertising. Why? Because when the uptight squares complained about the music, the heavy metal fans got the magical signal saying, this is just for you. Now, the big question we have to ask is, will American Eagle benefit from this ad campaign? I have two answers, which you might not like. So short term, I think they will get a lift. Because again, the people who hate the ads were never going to be customers anyway. And all they're doing is amplifying the reach of the ads to a ridiculous level. We can already see in Google Trends that a lot more people are searching for American Eagle and Sydney Sweeney. And I'm sure lots of folks will be walking into American Eagle stores just because there's been so much brand exposure over the last few days. Now, longer term, it's hard to say, because while the internet lit a fire, it's hard to know how long it burns. But I want to expand on something I said at the start of this video. If you ever have a strong negative emotion about a brand, that doesn't necessarily make the brand bad. It usually just means you are not the target audience. There's a lot of people out there that hate Apple products. Doesn't make Apple bad. They do hundreds of billions of dollars a year in business. They're doing fine with lots of haters. And you need to understand this when you think about your own business. It's okay for some people to hate your brand. It's okay for some people to hate your products. It just means they are not the right fit. Now, if everybody hates your brand, you have a real problem. But if you're making sales and you're growing, a little negativity won't hurt you. In fact, you might want more of it. Sounds crazy, but yes, there are situations where you might want more negativity. And that is going to be the topic of my next video, which breaks down the marketing psychology behind alpha male boot camps. That's when middle-aged men live out their Navy SEAL fantasies in strip mall parking lots. So I hope you'll subscribe to get that video. And of course, give this video a like if you got some value out of it. I'll see you later.